Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you would never ask, Heidi. Today is Thursday. It is October the 6th. Today is National Coaches Day, National German-American Day. Heidi's German-American.
I am.
Her maiden name was Braunschweig. You don't get much more German than Heidi Braunschweig.
That's a true story.
It's Mad Hatter Day today, National Noodle Day, National Orange Wine Day. Have you ever had orange wine?
I have not, and I don't think I would enjoy that.
And National Plus Size Appreciation Day. So, hey, show me a little respect.
Me as well.
All right.
You can bring us some donuts or something.
Now we're actually trying to curb that. We're trying to got to remind ourselves every 15 seconds. It is also a Thursday, which means we have a Dear John letter, and I'm letting Heidi take the day off because I called in the big guns.
Nice.
I have an expert. He's actually been on Dr. Phil program a bunch of times over the last 20 years. Dr. Sophy is his name. And we're going to talk about a book that he has, but I've got a letter that was like the perfect fit for Dr. Sophy. So we're going to chat with him about that coming up. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At bettercreditcards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. Most people have a magical amount in their head believing that if only they had this much money, they would be truly happy. It seems it's not quite as easy as that, though. When they reach that number, the target changes. Then it becomes higher. The human nature of this, it says there are two overreaching truths about money and happiness. First of all, earned money results in a higher level of happiness than if you just have it handed to you.
Yeah.
True in all income levels, by the way, especially true for the highest earners. Coming into a windfall like an inheritance, a quick stock option of wealth, or winning a lottery is unlikely to give you the happiness that your earnings would bring you.
Right.
And it says how you spend money also influences happiness. Research shows that spending money on others results in greater satisfaction and joy than spending it on yourself.
I agree with that as well.
They may believe that we will gain happiness from retail therapy. Indulging or rewarding yourself actually increases when, like, the happiness increases when you're buying stuff for other people.
Yep.
So, and believe it or not, if you buy things for your favorite radio announcers, makes you the happiest. I might have made that last thing up. I actually did. All right. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not 50, 15, 1-5. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by RadioTravelGroup.com. Heidi, did you know that Queen Elizabeth's favorite dog breed, the Pembroke Welsh Corgi, has surged in popularity after Her Majesty's passing? New data shows that searches for these Corgi puppies have increased tenfold since she passed away. Some breeders are selling the dogs for as much as £6,000, which is $6,400 US dollars. The Queen first fell in love with the breed in 1933 when her father, King George VI, was gifted a corgi to Elizabeth and Margaret. They have been in the royal family ever since. So apparently that's quite the dog breed. I'm not even sure if I would know what that looks like. It's just it's a corgi?
I know what a corgi looks like.
Okay, well, it's a Pembroke Welsh Corgi. Well, now I guess I'm going to have to search for it. All right, we don't know everything, but now we know this. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Thursday.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Kate Moss is selling moss. Well, kind of. She's selling products made out of sea moss. Supermodel launched Cosmos wellness brand, planning to release a medicinal beauty product line containing Cronius crispus, which is commonly known as Irish moss or carrageen moss. So that's kind of interesting. Buckingham Palace is reportedly taking steps to protect King Charles ahead of the latest season of The Crown. The 5th season launches on November the 9th, and it's going to focus on Charles and Princess Diana's divorce in the 90s. So,
okay.
And Marvel Studios president has opened up about not recasting the role of the Black Panther following the passing of the actor who played the Black Panther. There's a sequel called Wakanda Forever, and they're trying to figure out exactly what's going to happen here, but they say it's too soon to recast. The world is still processing the loss of this young man. The conversations are entirely, what do we do next? So,
right.
And how will this continue his legacy? So anyway, interesting stuff, and it is a touchy subject, so it'll be interesting to see where that does go. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At bettercreditcards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way courtesy of bettercreditcards.com. General Motors is going to go from electric cars to electric carts. The automaker is launching a battery-powered cart designed for grocery pickup services. It's being marketed under GM's new Bright Drop brand, which sells its electric commercial vans and other technology. The Bright Drop Trace Grocery features 9 temperature-controlled drawers. It's weatherproof for use in all seasons, can handle loads of up to 350 pounds, that's a lot of groceries, and can reach speeds of about 3 miles per hour. The idea is that Trace Grocery allows employees to place a customer's order directly into specific compartments of the unit before it's parked curbside for the pickup. Customer then pulls up to the cart, this e-cart, gains access to their groceries using a verification code through the store's app. Grocery retailer Kroger has been testing this thing, Trace, which is expanding to other retailers and will be widely available in 2024. Mm-hmm. So, thinking about the number of jobs that's going to, because now it's even fewer people.
It's really sad.
We're coming up with more ways to just kind of make ourselves
sure
obsolete.
Don't have a way to make a living.
And speaking of technology, picture this. You're standing on a bus wearing a face mask. An alert pops up on your phone. It notifies you that you have been in contact with somebody who has COVID. Rather than heading to work, you visit your grandma. You decide to stay home just in case you're infected. It says the chain of transmission is broken. Scientists in China say that they have created this highly sensitive mask that can detect common respiratory viruses, COVID, the flu, even bird flu. The mask then alerts the wearer that their mobile device, it'll tell them right away. The mask is fitted with, it says aptamers. I don't know what that is. They're a type of synthetic molecule that can identify unique proteins of pathogens. So this all seems very futuristic to me. And again, it sounds like a phenomenal idea, but it's only a matter of time before somehow somebody uses that for the wrong purposes.
And what if it's wrong?
Yeah, it can't be 100% right all the time. So I don't know. Interesting technology. If you want to know more about it, I've got some info in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not $50, $15. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
And it's time right now for
Dear John Letters.
Dear John.
And Heidi, I've got somebody helping me with this letter because it's a pretty serious one. Here we go. Dear John, I'm a single parent and my teenage son is pushing my buttons. He's been lashing out for several years. He's been in trouble at school and it seems to be getting worse. I'm about ready to give up and let him find out what it's like in the system. Any advice? I think I may need some professional help. Signed, Mad Mama. Well, we happen to have some professional help. We reached out to Dr. Charles Sophy about this. He's a medical director for the Los Angeles County Department of Children and Family Services. He's also a regular guest on the Dr. Phil program. He has been for over 20 years, and he's got a new book out right now. It's called Family Values, Reset Trust, Boundaries, and Connection with Your Child. Let's talk first about this book and why this book is out right now.
Well, I started working on it pretty much pre-pandemic, and then as the pandemic ensued and now the aftermath, even more so, I wanted to get it out there. Dr. Phil and I both thought that families are in a state that is just not good for them, and they really need to find a roadmap to get back to a place of stability.
Well, it sounds like perfect timing for the book. Now, I read the letter here a moment ago. You had a chance to hear that. We've got a mother who's about ready to just give up on her child. What kind of advice would you give to a parent that's in that spot?
Never, ever give up with your child. So they need that consistent love. And the two things that every child needs from their parent is emotional and physical safety and permanence. So they need to feel safe and permanent in their home, emotionally and physically. So giving up isn't an option.
I'm reading here a thing called the Sophy method, which is named after you. Tell me, what is the Sophy method?
I put together a two-step process that really makes it very simple for families to be able to take a look at themselves, parents as individuals and each family member individually, and then the family as a whole. The first step is called SWEEP, SWEEP. It's an acronym like a broom sweeping, and it stands for sleeping, looking at the sleeping of yourself and your family, how you know, the quality and the quantity of sleep. Working, do parents have a purpose? 8 hours of the day that they really feel good about, and are children in the right academic setting, socially and academically? Looking at eating, are you eating proper foods? Are you eating together as a family often enough? Emotional expression, dealing with your emotions in your marriage and your relationships, teaching your children how to emote, and then play, hobbies, things you do by yourself to soothe yourself, and things you do with others. Teaching your children all of those things and looking at them, keeping all five in check and balance will keep you as an individual and your family as a whole on a path. But if you do that assessment and come up with places where you need to beef it up and do things differently, that's the roadmap you draw as the second step toward keeping things in balance. And that builds your family as the value entity. It builds traditions, it builds culture, it builds the safety and the emotional permanence that every child needs.
I love that. And the acronym SWEEP makes it easy to remember as well. Sleep, work, eating, emotions, and play. I only heard it once and I already remembered it. So I guess that's really good.
That's good.
I'm also reading about a thing called the family portrait and the essentials that you need. Let's talk a little bit about that and what that means.
Well, I kind of paralleled it to the process of taking a family portrait. It's a group project. Everybody has to come together. There has to be some agreement, some disagreement, everybody working together. Things that families don't typically do, especially now post-pandemic. They're fragmented. And being able to put together the focus of a project. What are we going to wear? What are we going to agree upon? What kind of frame do we want? Do we want glass as a cover? Do we want plastic? Do we want non-glass? Trying to make it as parallel as I can so that at the end, it's where we're going to hang it and where is it going to stay for the rest of our lives as a image of our family. And it's what will build the tradition and culture and value of a family to go on forever for your children. And so your children, if you do this, won't have to be doing this that we're doing now in 5 or 10 years. You're showing them what to do. And the good news is it's just never too late to do it, and it's never too late to be a great, solid parent.
I love that. And we packed a whole lot into a quick 5 minutes here. You helped answer a letter. We talked about a lot of different things. If people would like to learn more, they can probably find quite a bit more in your new book, Family Values, Reset Trust, Boundaries, and Connection with Your Child. Where can you find a copy of this book?
It's available everywhere. Audible, Barnes & Noble, Amazon, Walmart, Target, you name it, they have it. And it's on my website as well, www.drsophy.com.
Very nice. Dr. Sophy, thank you very much for your time today. Appreciate it very much.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Absolutely. Again, the book is available right now. It's called Family Values, Reset Trust, Boundaries, and Connection with Your Child. I've got a link to it in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. And if you would like to chime in on today's Dear John letter, you can find that at facebook.com/John and Heidi Show.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At bettercreditcards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
If you laid all the aluminum cans that were recycled in 1 year, just the year of 2010, to end to end, they would circle the Earth about 169 times.
Okay.
I have more can facts for you. So, fun fact for you,
Oh,
Heidi.
I can't wait. What's that, John?
In America, 105,800 cans are recycled every minute.
Oh, my goodness.
That's awesome. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
There's no limit to the amount of times an aluminum can be recycled. That's cool. Fun can fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Your television can run for about 3 hours from the energy saved by recycling one aluminum can. Fun aluminum can fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Aluminum cans are worth about a penny each. That's pretty cool. And our final, actually, they're worth more than that in some states.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it depends on where you're
if
at.
there's a deposit on them. And our final fun can fact for you,
What's
Heidi.
that, John?
More aluminum goes into beverage cans than any other product. So,
yes,
beer cans,
I would
pop
agree
cans,
with
whatnot.
that.
There you go. Several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not 50, 15, 1-5. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. Yay! It's brought to you by Mintervention.com. A question for you, Heidi. 40% of women say this puts them in a good mood. What is it? 40% of women say this puts them in a good mood. We're going to just skip Heidi's answer because that's not going to happen. A nice, relaxing bath. Does that put you in a good mood?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sounds good. I like the other idea too, but I'm just saying. Mint Mobile question. She's my wife. I can say that. Where was I again? I got all flustered.
Now you're flustered.
Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way courtesy of Mintervention.com.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At bettercreditcards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com.
Now, some weird news brought to you by weirdgiftoftheday.com. If you sometimes fall asleep and you struggle to do that, to fall asleep, this might be of interest. The world's first real sheep counting sleep experience.
Oh, my gosh.
A field of fluffy farm animals in Sussex, England. The Sleep Dome will host 2 guests and feature a luxurious double bed with beautiful views in every direction. Guests will be encouraged to count the numbered sheep outside of the dome before drifting into a blissful slumber underneath the stars. Sleep tech company Emma Sleep, which came up with the Sleep Sanctuary, it's sheep and sleep stuck together, Sleep Sanctuary experience, has launched a contest offering 2 people the chance to try it when it opens next summer. Guests will also enjoy evening dinner and a morning yoga session with breakfast hamper made up of locally sourced foods. I'm not even going to sign up. But if you're interested, I do have all the info. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list, brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. This was sent to me. It's called Unsolved Cartoon Mysteries. I'm warning you right now, some of these are silly. Like, what is Popeye's last name? We don't know.
We don't know.
Do you know? We don't know. Why is it that Goofy can talk, but Pluto cannot? I never thought of that. How about this? Why doesn't Wile E. Coyote just sue the Acme company?
Hey, it's user error. It has nothing to do with the company. Yeah.
How does SpongeBob SquarePants light a fire underwater? Because there have been numerous episodes where he's done that.
Lots of times he's got a fire.
So do you take a left or a right at Albuquerque? Yeah, that's a good question. Why does Batman have a cape, but he can't fly? Oh, yeah, that's a good question.
It's a style choice.
I should wear a cape. That's a good choice. Why do Tom and Jerry never wear any clothes except when they go to the beach? Yeah, that's true. So they walk around with no clothes. When they go to the beach, they put on shorts. And will we ever find out where in the world Carmen Sandiego is? That's not really a cartoon question, is it? And then finally, why were those darn kids always meddling anyway? Well, because they were solving crimes. That's why. Oh, I guess there is one more. What exactly was up, Doc? We don't know. The world may never know. The List, Unsolved Cartoon Mysteries, brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At BetterCreditCards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. Our quote today from John Barrymore, a very famous actor. John Barrymore says, "Why is there so much month left at the end of the money?"
Yeah, right.
Oh, I can relate, Mr. Barrymore. All right, coming your way, we've got some good news to get to. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on this Thursday.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news. I think this is some good news. Comes your way courtesy of radiotravelgroup.com. Heidi, I've got a question for you.
Okay.
Do you remember a little thing called the Ice Bucket Challenge?
Yes, I do.
Do you remember what that was for?
Yes.
Well, they were raising money for something. What was it? Do you remember?
For,
All right, this is if you know it, shout it out.
I do.
It was
ALS?
Yes, ALS.
Yeah.
It was in 2014. If you were on Facebook or I don't know if Instagram was a thing back then, what Twitter, whatever was the thing in 2014, you probably know what I'm talking about. If you don't, Heidi will explain it right now. What was it?
You had to dump a bucket of ice water on yourself, and it was supposed to be a fundraiser challenge thing for.
And you were supposed to dump it on somebody else, I think, weren't you? Or were you supposed to dump it on yourself?
You're supposed to have it dumped on yourself, yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
I dumped it on you.
Yeah. I dumped mine on me, and then Heidi dumped hers on me as well. So didn't really work the way it was supposed to. Anyway, in 2014, a lot of people participated. You might have been tagged by a friend. Maybe you even did the Ice Bucket Challenge. Or maybe you donated to ALS. Or maybe you did both. Well, the trend raised awareness for ALS. It's a neurodegenerative disease that impacts muscle movement.
Which, oddly enough, is caused by dumping ice water on yourself.
No, it's not. Thank goodness that's not what causes it. They don't really know what causes it. But
how weird would it have been if that's what caused it? That really
would have been weird. But this Ice Bucket Challenge raised $115 million for the ALS Association. So here we are now, 8 years later. Okay. The FDA has approved a new drug to treat the disease.
Oh,
because of the money that was raised through the challenge.
Wow.
They used this to fund a study of the drug. It's still not clear how effective the drug is. ALS patients have been eagerly waiting for the approval. All of this thanks to a viral Facebook challenge.
Wow, okay.
That, I would say, qualifies as good news.
That definitely does. That's so pretty cool.
All right, time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you so much for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Thursday.